Among Africa's 7 natural wonders lies a river, once the lifeblood of ancient civilization, now confronting a crisis unlike any before. With each passing season, fewer migratory birds return from Europe. The fertile fields that once fed millions now lie cracked and barren. A silence has settled over the floodplains. The Nile's cool waters still ripple at the surface, sustaining life along its winding course. But beneath the current, predators lie in wait, silent, patient, ready to strike. Life endures here, but under conditions harsher than ever before. A delicate balance now hangs by a thread. Welcome to Nile River, Survival Tales in Africa, a story of endurance, adaptation, and the will to survive. At first glance, the surface of the Nile is calm, serene, but just beneath lies a world where the battle for survival never rests. The Nile stretches across the arid heart of Africa, carrying life into some of the harshest landscapes on Earth. Yet, where there is life, there are also relentless challenges. Here, paradise and peril coexist side by side. A blanket of morning mist drapes over the swamps, where shoebills stand motionless like statues. In a blink, a powerful beak pierces the water, sealing the fate of an unsuspecting fish. Farther north, in the Nile Delta, flocks of greater flamingos wade through shallow waters, painting the landscape in delicate hues of pink. But peace here is always fleeting. On the freshwater grasslands, African buffalo march tirelessly, driven by the growing heat and shrinking water sources. Their search for sustenance grows longer, more desperate, with every passing day. Beneath the surface, a Nile crocodile waits. No sound, no warning. In a split second, it surges upward, a burst of raw power, dragging its prey into the swirling depths. The chase never ends. From fragile migratory birds to formidable hunters, every creature is caught in the relentless cycle of survival. Yet through it all, the Nile flows on, a constant force maintaining the delicate balance set in motion since the dawn of time. This is a breathtaking, unforgiving world where only the strongest endure. The Nile is more than a river. It is the lifeblood of an entire continent. A 4,135-mile artery beginning in the Ethiopian highlands, where the Blue Nile rises from Lake Tana, before winding through 11 nations and finally emptying into the Mediterranean Sea. Is the Nile longer or shorter than the Amazon? Tell us in the comments below. But in truth, the Nile is not just a single stream. It's a vast, intricate network of tributaries and waterways, each playing a role in shaping one of Earth's most diverse and thriving ecosystems. The Nile River is not just a river. It is a lifeline, a vital artery, connecting some of Africa's most diverse and dynamic ecosystems. Within its depths, the Nile teems with life. More than 300 species of fish swim through its powerful currents, and remarkably, nearly a third of them are found nowhere else on Earth. The richness of life here is a testament to nature's resilience. Around 400 bird species make their home along the riverbanks. Some permanent residents, others long-distance travelers. Every year, millions of migratory birds journey along the Nile, resting in its lush wetlands, flooded grasslands, and riverine forests. In Egypt's Nile Delta, the river becomes a crossroads, a crucial stopover for birds migrating between Europe, Asia, and Africa. Here, abundant vegetation and water offer sanctuary, a place to feed, rest, and breed. But the Nile's web of life goes far beyond birds and fish. Amphibians and reptiles, more than 120 species, inhabit its swamps, streams, and sun-baked banks. From frogs that thrive in muddy shallows to lizards and snakes adapted to dry terrain, these creatures play a vital role in controlling insect populations and maintaining ecological balance. The river also supports over 100 mammal species, from those that dwell entirely in water to others that roam the river's fringes. Flooded grasslands, riparian forests, and sandy riverbanks offer the perfect stage for these animals to hunt, forage, and reproduce. Together, they form a thriving ecosystem, an intricate network of life shaped by water, time, and adaptation. And at its heart, the Nile flows on, endlessly giving, endlessly changing. Lake Tana is more than just a haven for birds and fish. It's a thriving ecosystem that also supports a variety of reptiles and mammals. While crocodiles are notably absent, sightings of African soft-shelled turtles and Nile monitors near the Blue Nile's outflow highlight the region's ecological richness. These reptiles play crucial roles in maintaining the lake's delicate balance, each one a vital thread in the tapestry of life. Among Lake Tana's most iconic inhabitants is the hippopotamus, Africa's heavyweight of the wetlands. These massive creatures frequent the lake's outflow, submerging themselves in its cool, clear waters. Remarkably, hippos share a distant evolutionary lineage with whales, both having diverged from a common ancestor nearly 55 million years ago. Fossil records trace their origins to ancient tropical wetlands of Africa. Over millions of years, hippos have evolved distinct adaptations, enabling them to thrive in aquatic environments that test the limits of survival. Today, hippos are widespread across sub-Saharan Africa, but Lake Tana's population displays unique traits. Estimated at 300 to 400 individuals, they inhabit the lake's edges and shallows, drawn by abundant vegetation and relative safety. Their continued presence is a sign of a healthy ecosystem, one that depends on the very species it supports. The hippopotamus amphibius is a true giant. Adult males can weigh up to 5,000 pounds and reach lengths of over 13 feet. Their smooth, grayish-brown skin acts as a protective barrier, shielding them from the sun and locking in moisture under the intense African heat. Among their most extraordinary features is a red, sweat-like secretion, often dubbed blood sweat. This natural sunscreen is not only UV resistant, but also packed with antibacterial properties, helping protect their skin in waterborne environments teeming with pathogens. Hippos are perfectly built for a semi-aquatic life. By day, they rest in the water to escape the heat. By night, they emerge onto land to graze. An adult can consume up to 80 pounds of grass in a single night, a testament to their enormous size and energy demands. Despite being herbivores, hippos are fiercely territorial and can be surprisingly aggressive. They live in pods of 10 to 30 individuals, led by a dominant male. Power is asserted through dramatic displays, roaring, spraying water, and when challenged, direct confrontation. Underwater, they move with unexpected agility, propelled by stout yet powerful legs and capable of holding their breath for up to 5 minutes. Their ecological impact is profound. As they move, feed, and defecate. Hippos enrich the water with nutrients that support microbial life and stimulate the growth of aquatic plants. This productivity feeds the lake's fish and invertebrates, reinforcing the natural food chain. Additionally, their constant movement reshapes the lake bed, carving channels that aid in water flow and distribution. At Lake Tana, the presence of hippos is more than a spectacle of size and strength. It is a cornerstone of the lake's ecological integrity. Flocks of great white pelicans converge at Lake Tana, gathering in impressive numbers to begin their nesting rituals. Using twigs and dry grasses, they construct their nests on elevated patches of dry land, structures that are often reused across multiple breeding seasons, forming dense colonies that ripple with life. As migratory birds, pelicans arrive during the rainy season when the lake teems with fish. It is a time of abundance, and their low growls and gentle calls echo across the still waters at dawn and dusk, infusing the natural landscape with a resonant, almost orchestral presence. Found across wetlands, rivers, and lakes in Africa, Asia, and Europe, the great white pelican is a wide-ranging species. At Lake Tana, they thrive in the shallows and on small islands near the lake's edges, ideal locations that offer both safety and a rich food supply. The local population is estimated between 1,000 and 1,500 individuals, a number that reflects a stable ecosystem supported by the lake's natural bounty. These are among the largest birds in the region, measuring between 55 and 70 inches in length, with an imposing wingspan that can reach up to 11 feet. Weighing around 15 pounds on average, they are unmistakable, cloaked in pinkish-white plumage with a bright yellow throat pouch that sets them apart in any wetland scene. That pouch is not just for show, it's a precision tool, capable of holding up to 3 gallons of water. It allows the pelican to scoop and filter fish from the lake with remarkable efficiency. During group hunts, pelicans work together to herd fish into tight clusters before striking. With synchronized beats of their broad wings, they take off gracefully from the water, gliding through the air with both power and purpose. An adult pelican consumes around 4 pounds of fish daily, favoring small to medium-sized species. Each catch sustains not only their bodies, but the rhythm of a lake where nature's cycles play out in harmonious, interwoven patterns. The African fish eagle, often referred to as the African sea eagle, is a majestic and unmistakable symbol of sub-Saharan skies. A member of the genus Haliaeetus, it shares an ancient lineage with sea eagles found across the globe, its evolutionary path finely tuned for life around freshwater habitats. Nowhere is this adaptation more evident than at Lake Tana, with its dense lakeside vegetation, shallow waters, and plentiful fish stocks. The lake offers an ideal sanctuary for the skilled hunter. Often seen perched high in fig trees or on exposed rocks near the shore, the fish eagle waits in stoic silence, its piercing eyes scanning the water's surface. Blessed with exceptional vision, it can detect the faintest ripple of a fish even in low light. Morning haze or evening shadow poses no obstacle. When prey is spotted, the eagle springs into action. It swoops down in a controlled dive, reaching speeds of up to 40 miles per hour. With a sudden burst of precision and force, its powerful talons plunge into the water to seize its quarry, typically a fish, plucked from just beneath the surface in a matter of seconds. This striking display of power and finesse is not just a hunt. It's a performance that defines one of Africa's most iconic raptors. And, along the shores of Lake Tana, the call of the African fish eagle, haunting and triumphant, continues to echo across the water, a sound as enduring as the bird itself. The African darter, often known as the snake bird, is one of the most distinctive species to inhabit the Lake Tana region. Its evolutionary history stretches back millions of years, with fossil evidence indicating that its ancestors thrived during the early Quaternary period, when freshwater habitats were expanding across Africa. This remarkable bird has evolved a range of aquatic adaptations that have allowed it to survive dramatic climatic and geological shifts. The African darter possesses a sleek yet powerful body, measuring between 30 and 37 inches in length, with a wingspan of around 3.5 feet and a weight of just 2 to 3 pounds. Its glossy black feathers shimmer with an iridescent sheen, while its neck and chest display striking reddish-brown hues. With sharp, observant eyes and a long, needle-like beak, the darter is perfectly equipped for underwater hunting. Unlike many other water birds, its plumage is not fully waterproof, which reduces drag during swimming, allowing it to dive deeper and move with greater efficiency beneath the water's surface. The darter's unique behavior, spreading its wings to dry after a deep dive, is one of its most recognizable traits. Perched on trees or rocks along the lake, it will often bask in the sun, drying its wings wide after each submerged hunt. In the water, its long, sinuous neck undulates like a snake, earning it its evocative nickname. This motion enables the bird to glide through the water with stealth, approaching its prey without alarm. Primarily feeding on small fish, the African darter also consumes other aquatic creatures such as frogs, insects, and crustaceans. On average, an adult will consume between 1 and 1.5 pounds of food each day, depending on its size and the availability of resources. When hunting, the darter dives into the water with impressive agility, using its webbed feet to propel itself forward. Its long neck extends, allowing the bird to strike swiftly with its sharp beak, piercing the skin of its prey and securing it before surfacing to swallow it whole. The African darter thrives in a wide range of freshwater and brackish habitats across sub-Saharan Africa, including lakes, rivers, swamps, and wetlands. At Lake Tana, the darter has long been an integral part of the ecosystem, closely tied to the flow of the Nile River. With a surface area that fluctuates between 1,200 and 1,400 square miles depending on the season, the lake provides an ideal habitat for the darter, with abundant aquatic vegetation and fish. The population at Lake Tana is estimated to range between 800 and 1,200 individuals, scattered across the shallow waters and tree branches that extend over the lake. Here, they often perch to dry their wings, completing the cycle of life that has defined this unique bird for centuries. Among the many bird species that contribute to the rich natural tapestry of Lake Tana, the African spoonbill stands out with its unmistakable spoon-shaped bill and unique foraging behavior. This remarkable bird is a member of the Thresciornithidae family, closely related to the ibis, with an evolutionary lineage dating back to the early Quaternary period, approximately 2.5 million years ago. Its ability to thrive in both freshwater and brackish environments has enabled it to survive in some of Africa's most challenging habitats. Widely distributed across sub-Saharan Africa's freshwater and brackish regions, the African spoonbill is commonly found in large lakes, rivers, and swamps with shallow waters and abundant food sources. At Lake Tana, the spoonbill is concentrated along the lake's edges, where conditions are most favorable for feeding and breeding, with an estimated population of 500 to 800 individuals. Measuring between 30 and 36 inches in length, with a wingspan of about 4 feet and an average weight of 4 pounds. This medium-sized bird is instantly recognizable by its striking white plumage, pale pink legs, and distinctive gray spoon-shaped bill. The bill, a masterpiece of evolution, allows the spoonbill to sift through mud and shallow water to locate its prey, while its long, sturdy legs enable it to wade through the water with ease, even on slippery, muddy surfaces. The African spoonbill is most active during the cooler hours of early morning and late afternoon when prey is more active. Slowly, it sweeps its bill through the water, creating subtle vibrations that flush out fish, shrimp, insects, and crustaceans, its primary diet. An adult can consume between 1 and 2 pounds of food daily, providing the energy necessary for both foraging and breeding. This specialized hunting technique, coupled with its mobility, makes the spoonbill an adaptable predator. When food sources or nesting sites decline, it migrates to new water bodies, ensuring its population remains stable even in changing conditions. The African spoonbill plays an essential ecological role by controlling the populations of small fish and invertebrates, preventing imbalances in the ecosystem. Its nutrient-rich droppings fertilize the soil and water, promoting the growth of aquatic plants. These plants, in turn, provide food and shelter for smaller species, contributing to the sustainable balance of the ecosystem. Lake Victoria, the largest freshwater lake in Africa and the largest tropical lake in the world, spans an astounding 23,123 square miles. This immense body of water lies at the heart of East Africa, bordered by 3 countries, Tanzania, Uganda, and Kenya. Uganda's share alone covers approximately 12,000 square miles, but Lake Victoria is more than just a geographical marvel. It is a vital and intricate ecosystem, teeming with diverse life forms and characterized by its unique ecological features. Among the many remarkable species inhabiting the lake, the African helmeted turtle stands out for its extraordinary resilience and adaptability. Known for its long neck, which it can fold sideways, this turtle belongs to the group of side-necked turtles. Its diet is as diverse as the ecosystem itself, consisting of small fish, invertebrates, aquatic plants, and even carrion. This scavenging behavior has earned it the nickname crocodile turtle, as it often follows crocodiles to feed on their leftover prey. When hunting, the African helmeted turtle uses its long neck and sharp beak to capture small fish and crustaceans. Its webbed feet allow for swift, agile movements in the water, making it a proficient and resourceful predator in the lake's dynamic environment. In the murky depths of Lake Victoria, one predator reigns supreme, the Nile crocodile. Few creatures dare to challenge its dominance. Thriving in large numbers across the lake and its expansive wetlands, these formidable reptiles are the ultimate rulers of these waters, embodying the raw power that defines nature's delicate balance within this vast ecosystem. Lake Victoria's shallow waters, lined with dense vegetation, offer not only shelter but also prime hunting grounds for the Nile crocodile. With an estimated population ranging between 30,000 and 50,000 individuals, the lake plays a crucial role in sustaining one of East Africa's largest crocodile populations. Nile crocodiles are the second largest species of crocodile in the world, surpassed only by the saltwater crocodile. They can reach lengths of up to 16 feet, with the largest males growing as long as 20 feet, weighing between 500 and 1,650 pounds. These apex predators are a true force of nature, combining power and precision in their hunting techniques. Masters of ambush, Nile crocodiles are patient and stealthy hunters. When stalking prey, they remain motionless, with only their eyes and nostrils breaking the surface of the water. Their dark, mottled skin blends seamlessly into the murky waters, rendering them almost invisible to potential prey. Positioned high on their heads, their eyes and nostrils allow them to see and breathe while remaining almost entirely submerged. When the moment is right, the crocodile strikes with incredible speed, up to 22 miles per hour in water. With a bite force exceeding 3,700 pounds per square inch, they overpower their prey in an instant, dragging it into the depths with unmatched strength. Beneath the surface, Nile crocodiles are stealthy and opportunistic hunters. Their diet is as varied as the waters they inhabit, ranging from fish and water birds to small mammals and even large antelope. In rare but remarkable displays of strength, some individuals have been known to take down animals as large as water buffalo, solidifying their status as apex predators. But their role extends beyond hunting. As top predators, Nile crocodiles are vital to maintaining the ecological balance of Lake Victoria. By regulating populations of fish and other animals, they prevent overpopulation, which could destabilize the delicate food web of this vast freshwater system. Their impact goes even further. By feeding on carrion and leaving behind organic remains, crocodiles contribute to the decomposition and recycling of nutrients, keeping the aquatic environment clean and fertile. In doing so, they support a rich community of scavengers, such as carrion-eating birds, enhancing the lake's biodiversity. The Nile crocodile is more than just a predator. It is a keystone species, helping to sustain the intricate rhythms of life in one of Africa's greatest freshwater ecosystems. In the vast and varied landscapes of sub-Saharan Africa, two apex predators reign supreme. On land, the lion, and in the water, the Nile crocodile. Their relationship is one shaped not only by competition and conflict, but also by an intricate ecological balance. As rulers of their respective domains, lions and Nile crocodiles rarely coexist peacefully. Lions and Nile crocodiles are both found throughout much of sub-Saharan Africa, particularly in savannas, wetlands, and riverine areas. While lions dominate the dry grasslands and forests, Nile crocodiles reign in aquatic habitats such as rivers, lakes, marshes, and waterholes. However, the convergence of their territories, particularly around water sources, leads to inevitable encounters. Water is a critical resource in Africa's often arid environment. During dry seasons, animals from all walks of life congregate around diminishing waterholes. These oases become focal points not only for herbivores seeking hydration, but also for predators laying in wait. It is at these interfaces, where land meets water, that lions and Nile crocodiles most often interact. Both lions and Nile crocodiles are carnivorous and opportunistic feeders. Their diets overlap significantly, particularly in their preference for large ungulates such as wildebeest, zebras, buffalo, and antelope. This dietary similarity sets the stage for competition, especially in resource-scarce environments. During the annual Great Migration across the Serengeti and Masai Mara ecosystems, millions of wildebeest and other herbivores cross crocodile-infested rivers. This event presents a feast for crocodiles, which lie in ambush beneath the surface, lunging at animals as they swim across. Lions, on the other hand, wait on either bank, targeting stragglers and the exhausted. In this rare moment, both predators are engaged in a feeding frenzy, but with very different strategies. The crocodile uses stealth and aquatic ambush. The lion uses teamwork and terrestrial agility. While lions do not usually hunt in water, and crocodiles rarely leave it for long, the competition extends to scavenging. A lion pride might discover a kill made by crocodiles near a riverbank and attempt to appropriate it. Likewise, crocodiles may scavenge a lion's kill if it is dragged close to water, or if a carcass is abandoned. These situations often lead to aggressive confrontations. Despite their antagonistic tendencies, there are moments of indirect cooperation or mutual benefit, especially when it comes to scavenging. Both species will readily steal kills from other predators, including each other. When a lion pride brings down a large animal such as a buffalo or giraffe, the kill site may attract crocodiles, especially if it occurs near a water source. Crocodiles may benefit from lion kills they couldn't obtain themselves. Lions, in turn, sometimes scavenge from crocodile kills, especially during migrations when a surplus of drowned animals washes downstream. The bloated carcasses provide an easy meal for land predators, and lions may feed alongside hyenas, vultures, and occasionally even crocodiles, often in uneasy truce. The relationship between lions and Nile crocodiles is a dance of dominance, deference, and occasional détente. It is marked by competition for resources, moments of violent conflict, and episodes of mutual tolerance. Each predator has adapted over millennia to rule its domain, yet neither can fully escape the influence of the other. As long as rivers flow and savannas stretch beneath the sun, these two great predators will continue their ancient rivalry, each a living testament to the raw, untamed power of the natural world. In the vibrant ecosystem of Lake Victoria, the situnga, also known as the marshbuck, embodies the epitome of adaptation to swampy wetlands. A species of antelope in the family Bovidae, the situnga is native to Africa and thrives in the dense, waterlogged environments that define much of the region. The evolutionary history of the situnga spans millions of years, dating back to a time when flooded grasslands became widespread across Africa. Roughly 5 to 7 million years ago, geologic and climatic shifts propelled the situnga to develop unique traits suited to its swampy habitat. Its long legs, wide hooves, and sensitive ears evolved to aid movement through the mud and provide effective camouflage in the dense vegetation that blankets these wetlands. At Lake Victoria, situngas are concentrated in the swampy areas along the lake's edges, where aquatic plants like papyrus and reeds flourish. These wetlands offer both refuge and an abundant food supply for the antelope. As of 2023, the situnga population around Lake Victoria is estimated at 8,000 to 12,000 individuals, though their numbers fluctuate in response to environmental conditions and conservation efforts. The situnga's coat provides excellent camouflage. Males sport dark brown to nearly black fur, accented by white stripes, while females have lighter reddish-brown coats. Males also bear long, spiral horns, which can grow up to 36 inches in length, serving both for defense and in territorial battles. Primarily active during early mornings and late afternoons, situngas are well adapted to their environment, spending much of their time in shallow waters or dense, muddy swamps. They move silently through the aquatic vegetation, foraging for a diet consisting mainly of aquatic plants like papyrus, reeds, and grasses. An adult situnga consumes between 10 and 15 pounds of vegetation daily to sustain itself in this challenging environment. The situnga's remarkable ability to navigate the swamp is facilitated by its long legs and wide hooves, allowing it to maintain balance on unstable surfaces. If threatened, a situnga can swim or dive into deeper waters, often leaving only its nostrils or head above the surface to breathe. This skill, combined with acute hearing and natural camouflage, makes the situnga a master at evading predators in the wetlands. In the heart of Africa's wilderness, where the thick brush meets winding rivers and dense forest borders open water, two masters of ambush and stealth often cross paths. The leopard, a solitary feline cloaked in rosettes, and the Nile crocodile, a prehistoric reptile of immense power. The leopard is one of Africa's most elusive predators, known for its agility, strength, and adaptability. Unlike lions, which rely on teamwork, leopards operate alone, stalking their prey in silence and dragging kills into trees to avoid scavengers. Their domain spans forests, savannas, and mountainous terrain. But one constant remains: they rely on water sources both for hydration and as hunting grounds. Water sources in the African wilderness are vital lifelines, attracting a steady stream of herbivores, such as impalas, warthogs, antelopes, and monkeys. These herbivores come to drink, and both leopards and crocodiles take advantage of their vulnerability. Leopards often stalk prey approaching the water, using thick vegetation or rocky outcrops for cover. Once they strike, they attempt to drag the carcass to a safer location, typically up a tree or deeper into the bush. Crocodiles, meanwhile, rely on their aquatic domain, lying motionless at the water's edge and ambushing prey that gets too close. Though leopards are cautious and avoid unnecessary risk, there are recorded instances of these two predators engaging in physical conflict. Most often, these altercations stem from contested kills or the defense of cubs and nests. Though they are rivals, leopards and crocodiles play complementary roles in the ecosystems they inhabit. Both act as population regulators, culling the weak and sick among prey species and preventing overgrazing. Their presence shapes the behavior and distribution of herbivores, which in turn affects plant life, seed dispersal, and water quality. Their competition, therefore, is not destructive, but part of a greater ecological balance. The occasional conflict over a carcass, a territory boundary, or an unlucky encounter serves as a reminder of the constant struggle for survival in nature. Moreover, both predators contribute to the scavenger food chain. Leftover kills feed hyenas, jackals, birds, and insects. Bones and waste return nutrients to the soil, supporting vegetation and sustaining the broader web of life. Murchison Falls is not only a marvel of geological force, where the mighty Nile is funneled through a narrow gorge, but it is also a sanctuary for one of the most elusive and extraordinary birds on the planet, the shoebill. With a global population estimated at just 3,300 to 5,300 individuals, the shoebill is a rare and enigmatic presence in Africa's wetlands. A small yet stable group makes its home in the marshes and papyrus swamps of Murchison Falls National Park, with a limited availability of suitable habitat has made them both an icon of rarity and a symbol of nature's fragility. This bird's lineage stretches back nearly 10 million years. Though distantly related to storks and herons, the shoebill has evolved a distinct ecological niche. Its most striking feature, an enormous, shoe-shaped bill measuring up to 9.5 inches, is not just for show. It's a specialized weapon, perfectly adapted for grasping slippery prey in shallow waters. African lungfish, tilapia, and large frogs form the bulk of its diet. The shoebill is a master of patience. It can stand motionless for hours, blending into the reeds, its gaze fixed on the water. Then, in a sudden, precise strike, it seizes its target with crushing force. Each day, an adult may consume up to 2 pounds of food, reinforcing its role as a top predator in the wetland ecosystem. During the breeding season, shoebills construct their nests on raised mounds or within dense reed beds, natural defenses against seasonal flooding. Typically, 1 to 3 eggs are laid, but survival is often limited by intense sibling rivalry. Both parents take part in the care of the nest, shading the eggs from the sun, maintaining optimal temperatures, and defending them from potential threats. Such devoted parenting is uncommon among large bird species, underscoring the shoebill's unique adaptations to a harsh and unpredictable environment. Murchison Falls is not only a cradle of thundering waters and dense biodiversity, it is also home to a true giant of the avian world, the Goliath heron, the largest heron species on Earth. The Goliath heron stands an imposing 4.5 to 5 feet tall, with a wingspan that can reach a staggering 7.5 feet. Weighing up to 11 pounds, it is one of the most formidable water birds in existence. This majestic bird traces its evolutionary roots back some 2.5 million years, a product of ancient wetlands and slow adaptation through the ages. Perfectly adapted for life in freshwater and brackish environments, the Goliath heron possesses long, sturdy legs for wading and a sinuous neck for sudden strikes. Its plumage, a blend of dusky gray browns and reddish chestnut, offers seamless camouflage among reeds and riverbank vegetation. A black crown and piercing yellow eyes lend it a regal presence. Like a statue cast in stillness, the Goliath heron often stands motionless in shallow waters, waiting for the opportune moment to strike. Its prey includes large fish, typically 12 to 18 inches in length, alongside shrimp, crabs, and the occasional water snake. When the time comes, it strikes with lightning precision, using its powerful beak to impale or snatch its target. Its remarkable eyesight, even in low-light conditions, gives it a crucial edge during dawn and dusk, times when the wetlands stir with unseen movement. During the breeding season, Goliath herons construct expansive nests high in trees or hidden within dense reed beds near the water's edge. Built from sticks and aquatic vegetation, these nests can span up to 3 feet in diameter, providing space for a clutch of 2 to 4 eggs. In a rare display of shared responsibility, both parents take part in incubation and chick rearing, ensuring the next generation of giants is given the best chance to thrive. A sentinel of the waterways, the Goliath heron is a living relic, graceful, powerful, and perfectly at home in the wild heart of Africa. In the heart of the Sud, the waterbuck, a majestic antelope, moves with practiced grace. With lineage tracing back some 10 to 15 million years, this resilient herbivore is a living relic of Africa's evolutionary journey. As the continent's landscapes shifted, the waterbuck adapted, becoming one of the most robust antelope species in wetland environments. Its dense, oily coat isn't just for show. This water-resistant fur is an evolutionary armor, shielding the animal from the damp conditions and helping it escape into the water when threatened. Waterbucks are social creatures, typically found in herds ranging from 10 to 30 individuals, though groups can swell to the hundreds in the rainy season. Females and juveniles band together for safety, while males claim and fiercely defend territories, marked by scent glands, horn displays, and the clash of powerful bodies in ritualized combat. Standing up to 55 inches at the shoulder and weighing as much as 660 pounds, the waterbuck is both formidable and graceful. Its distinctive white rump ring makes it easily identifiable, while crescent-shaped horns, reaching lengths of up to 40 inches, arm the males for competition. Most active during the cool hours of dawn and dusk, waterbucks graze on a variety of grasses and aquatic plants. An adult consumes about 15 pounds of vegetation daily, fueling its large frame and constant motion. When danger approaches, the waterbuck often seeks refuge in its element, the water. Its strong swimming skills and preference for wetland terrain make it a challenging target for predators. Adding to its defenses, the waterbuck emits a pungent, oily odor produced by skin glands. While unpleasant to human senses, this natural repellent makes the meat distasteful to many predators, offering an extra layer of protection. In times of threat, herds tighten formation, gathering the vulnerable in their midst. This unity, forged by evolution and necessity, helps disrupt predator tactics and ensure the survival of the next generation. Along the banks of the mighty Nile, a ribbon of life winds its way through the parched landscapes of Sudan. This lush green corridor, carved by the river's steady flow, sustains a rich and diverse ecosystem amidst the arid desert. Here, one creature dominates the grasslands, the African buffalo, a powerful herbivore that plays a vital role in shaping the ecology of this region. Along the riverside, acacia and tamarisk trees, along with expansive freshwater grasslands, offer both nourishment and shelter. For Africa's largest buffalo species, it is an ideal haven. The African buffalo is an imposing grazer, robust, resilient, and unmistakable. Adults stand between 51 and 59 inches at the shoulder, measuring up to 10 feet in length, and weighing between 1,100 and 2,200 pounds, depending on sex and habitat. Its thick, dark brown hide shields it from the elements, while its massive curved horns serve as formidable weapons in defense against predators. With keen eyesight and an acute sense of smell, the African buffalo can detect threats from great distances. This heightened awareness is key to their survival. Buffaloes live in large, tightly knit herds, often hundreds strong, particularly near water. The herd's social structure offers protection. Adults form a defensive ring around the young, shielding them from predators such as lions or African wild dogs. During the harsh dry season, these herds embark on long migrations, driven by an unyielding search for water and grazing grounds, a testament to their endurance in unforgiving environments. Their diet consists primarily of grasses and riparian vegetation, with adults consuming up to 40 pounds of vegetation daily. Grazing occurs during the cool hours, early morning and late afternoon, to avoid the searing desert heat. Yet the buffalo's impact goes beyond its appetite. By trimming vegetation, it helps control overgrowth, reducing fire risk and maintaining open access to water. Their nutrient-rich dung revitalizes the soil, fostering the growth of new plant life. As a key prey species for apex predators, African buffalo anchor the food chain, ensuring the delicate balance of life along the Nile is preserved. Lions, often referred to as the kings of the African savanna, are one of the most iconic predators in the animal kingdom. Their hunting process is a sophisticated blend of strategy and physical prowess. As social animals that thrive in prides, lions have developed unique hunting techniques that distinguish them from solitary predators. Lions typically live in prides, which are family groups consisting of related females, their cubs, and a coalition of males. This social structure is fundamental to hunting success. Lionesses are primarily responsible for hunting, while males often protect the pride and its territory. The cooperative nature of pride life allows lions to utilize various strategies for hunting that would be impossible for solitary hunters. The hunting process begins with the selection of prey. Lions are opportunistic feeders and typically target medium to large herbivores, such as wildebeests, zebras, and buffalo. The choice of prey often depends on availability and the size of the hunting party. Once prey is identified, lionesses work together to strategize their approach. Lions use a combination of stalking and ambush tactics. Lionesses are skilled at blending into their surroundings, which allows them to get close to their prey without being detected. They often take advantage of tall grass and other vegetation to conceal their movements. The pride may split into smaller groups to encircle the prey, effectively reducing the animal's options for escape. When the lions are ready to attack, the hunt begins. Lionesses initiate the chase, relying on their speed and agility. Unlike many other large predators, lions do not rely solely on endurance. Instead, they make powerful, short bursts of speed to close the distance to their target. This explosive energy is crucial, as their success often depends on how quickly they can close in on the prey before it has a chance to escape. After a successful hunt, the pride gathers around the kill. Lionesses often eat first, as they are the primary hunters, followed by the males and cubs. This hierarchical feeding structure ensures that the most energy-expending members of the pride are nourished first. Lions are known to consume large quantities of meat in a single sitting, up to 15% of their body weight, allowing them to sustain themselves for several days. Lions can go for extended periods without hunting again, depending on the size of the meal. After feeding, they may rest and allow the food to digest, using the time to bond with one another and keep a watchful eye on their territory. As apex predators, lions play a critical role in maintaining the balance of their ecosystems. By regulating prey populations, they help sustain the health of grasslands and other habitats. Their presence influences the behavior of herbivores, which in turn affects vegetation patterns. However, lion populations face significant threats due to habitat loss, human-wildlife conflict, and poaching. Conservation efforts focused on protecting lion habitats and promoting coexistence with human communities are essential for ensuring the survival of these magnificent creatures. Various organizations are working to create protected areas and implement sustainable practices that benefit both lions and local populations. Known for their formidable size, strength, and herd mentality, buffalo are often viewed as resilient grazers that roam the grasslands in search of food and water. However, beneath this robust exterior lies a harsh reality. Buffalo face significant threats from various predators that inhabit their environment. The African savanna is to numerous predators that have adapted to hunt buffalo, including lions, hyenas, crocodiles, and leopards. Each predator employs a range of strategies to take down their prey, with lions being the most notorious. As hunters, lions often operate in prides, using coordinated efforts to isolate a buffalo from the herd. The sheer weight and power of an adult buffalo can be intimidating, but lions compensate with teamwork and precise timing to mount successful attacks. While adult buffalo are formidable opponents, calves and weaker individuals are particularly vulnerable to predation. Newborn calves are small and inexperienced, making them easy targets for opportunistic predators. During calving season, which coincides with the herd's migration to greener pastures, the sheer number of vulnerable young increases the likelihood of predation. Additionally, older buffalo that are ill or injured become less capable of defending themselves, making them prime targets for predators that seek out the weakest members of the herd. Buffalo exhibit remarkable social behaviors that significantly enhance their chances of survival. They are known for their strong herd mentality, which serves as a defense mechanism against predators. When threatened, buffalo often form a tight circle, with adults facing outward to protect the young and weak inside. This behavior not only makes it difficult for predators to single out an individual, but also allows the herd to collectively defend against attacks. The African savanna's varied terrain plays a crucial role in the predation risks that buffalo face. Open grasslands, characterized by sparse vegetation, offer limited cover and make buffalo more vulnerable to ambush. During the rainy season, however, the landscape transforms, allowing taller grass to provide some concealment. Yet this increased vegetation can also lead to a rise in predator populations, as abundant prey leads to higher survival rates among carnivores. The Great Migration is a remarkable phenomenon, where buffalo travel alongside other herbivores across vast distances in search of food and water. This annual journey is fraught with peril, as predators often follow the herds to take advantage of the weakened and fatigued animals. The stresses of migration, including long distances and food scarcity, can result in weakened individuals that are more susceptible to predation. The African buffalo is a remarkable animal, but its existence on the savanna is marred by the constant threat of predation. From powerful lions to cunning hyenas, the array of predators that hunt buffalo creates a complex web of survival challenges. While buffalo employ social strategies and display fierce defensive behaviors, the risks remain ever present, particularly for the young and weak. Understanding these dynamics not only highlights the intricacies of predator-prey relationships, but also underscores the importance of conservation efforts aimed at preserving the delicate balance of the African ecosystem. By recognizing the dangers buffalo face, we can better the resilience and adaptability required for survival in one of the world's most challenging environments. The savanna's terrain can also influence predation risks for zebras. Open grasslands provide limited cover, making it easier for predators to spot their prey. Conversely, during the rainy season, when vegetation grows taller and denser, zebras can benefit from increased concealment. However, this environment also attracts a higher concentration of predators, creating a paradox where zebras must balance the benefits of cover against the risks of encountering more hungry carnivores. The dangers zebras face from predators on the African savanna are significant and multifaceted. From the immediate threat of lions and hyenas to the vulnerabilities of their young and weak, zebras must navigate a perilous landscape where survival hinges on vigilance, social cooperation, and adaptability. Understanding these predation dynamics not only sheds light on the complexity of zebra behavior, but also highlights broader ecological interrelationships within the savanna. As conservation efforts continue, recognizing the role of predators in the lives of zebras is essential for fostering a balanced ecosystem where both prey and predators can coexist sustainably. Cheetahs are renowned for their unmatched speed and agility, standing out as one of the most specialized predators in the animal kingdom. Cheetahs possess a range of adaptations that enable them to thrive in their natural habitats, typically savannas and open grasslands where visibility is high. Their most notable feature is their speed. They can reach up to 60 miles per hour in short bursts, covering distances up to 1,500 feet. Extraordinary speed is facilitated by their lightweight body structure, long legs, and specialized respiratory system, which allows for rapid oxygen intake during high-speed chases. Additionally, cheetahs have distinctive black tear marks running from the inner corners of their eyes down to their mouths. These markings serve dual purposes. They reduce glare from the sun, improving their ability to spot prey, and they help with eye moisture, which is critical for maintaining focus during high-speed pursuits. Their keen eyesight is complemented by an exceptional ability to accelerate from a standstill, allowing them to chase down swift prey such as gazelles and impalas effectively. Cheetahs employ a unique hunting strategy that capitalizes on their speed rather than strength. They often hunt alone or in small groups, relying on stealth to get as close to their prey as possible before into a high-speed chase. This tactic contrasts with larger predators, such as lions, that rely on cooperative group hunting. The hunt typically begins with the cheetah using its exceptional vision to spot potential prey from a distance. Once a target is identified, the cheetah will stalk it, using available cover to minimize detection. When within range, the cheetah launches into a sprint, attempting to catch the prey off guard. The chase is a test of both speed and endurance, as the cheetah must close the distance quickly before the prey has a chance to escape. Cheetahs have a unique social structure that plays a role in their survival. Female cheetahs are solitary and primarily raise their cubs alone, teaching them essential survival skills. Male cheetahs, on the other hand, often form small groups known as coalitions, usually consisting of brothers. This social behavior enhances their ability to secure territory and access to mates, thereby improving their chances of survival and reproduction. Reproduction is critical for the survival of the species, but it is also fraught with challenges. Female cheetahs are highly selective in choosing mates, and the gestation period lasts about 90 to 95 days. Cubs are vulnerable to predation by larger carnivores, and only a fraction of them survive to adulthood. This high mortality rate underscores the importance of maternal care and the need for safe environments where young cheetahs can thrive. The survival of the cheetah is a testament to the resilience and adaptability. With their extraordinary speed and specialized hunting techniques, they are uniquely equipped to thrive in their environments. However, the myriad of threats they face in the modern world underscores the urgent need for effective conservation efforts. Protecting cheetahs is not just about preserving a species. It's about maintaining the delicate balance of ecosystems in which they play a vital role. As we work toward solutions that foster balance between humans and wildlife, we take important steps toward safeguarding the future of the cheetah, a symbol of grace and power in the wild.